And hide this. And then go up here. Wait, I don't have to go up there. I can go over here to there, to there. Yay. And now I can monitor my feed. I'm a little sleepy today, like it says in the description. Um, I always suck at setting up the gain on the microphone. Actually, you're not setting up the gain. Well, you are setting up the gain, but you're setting up the cut, actually. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little sleepy this morning. Feel good though. I'm just gonna move my arms around a little bit, just because I put on 2 pounds last night. Because well, 2.5 pounds. I didn't go. I didn't go shopping. Um, like I did go out after the cardio workout, but I just went and got a bottle of wine. When I got home, I realized, oh crap, I don't have bananas, I don't have oranges, I don't have like cucumbers. Cucumbers are my late night snack. I was on Discord till about I think like 12:30, 1 a.m. And I drank a bottle of wine, and afterwards, like after I signed off, because I was out of wine, I didn't want to hang out there anymore. I suddenly became like really, really hungry. Now I did 13 miles on the treadmill yesterday, and that kind of like I guess made me hungrier than I normally am. Around any time like after like 9 or 10 p.m. I try to limit myself to just like cucumbers and stuff like that. Water heavy, calorie light, you know. But that didn't happen last night. I ate 4 slices of Swiss cheese, 2 cans of tuna, and a can of sardines. And this was like, oh, and 3 tortillas. Uh, this was like right. I think I finished the tortillas about 5 minutes before I went to bed. So I was digesting it in my sleep, and there was no fat loss. There was fat gain. Not fat gain, but weight gain. I thought I would poop most of it out this morning, but I didn't. Well, I did, but I mean, oh, you know where this is going. Anyway, squats with overhead press, 12 pounds, 12 reps. I might start increasing the reps when I get up to like 16 reps per set. I'm going to go to the 15-pound weights. Um, yeah. So I think once I'm past 12 pounds, I could start doing 3-pound jumps. And once I'm past 15, I might get the 18-pound dumbbells, but then it's a 2-pound jump from 18 to 20, and then it's five from 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and so on. So I don't think I'm going to get the 18 pounders. Plus, they cost like $55. So, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is not a fitness channel, it's a commentary channel. Anyway, here we go. All right, that's 12. Ah, and do a 3 minute rest. And I wonder if I could have gone to like 14 or 15. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. At 58, I really don't want to push things. Connective tissues, muscles, bones, they're not as tough as they used to be. So I really don't go to failure. I guess I do like 80% of what I can, or 85, or maybe 90, but I don't want to get too close to failure. Uh, Main reason I want to avoid muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue sucks, especially when you start getting like the mystery cramps and shit like that. Turning up the game. I shouldn't really worry if my voice clips because it's not music. So if my voice clips, so what? Meters going into the lower. Yeah, I don't care. Well, I do, but I don't. Got about 6 hours sleep last night. That's not too bad. I can do it 6 hours sleep. I can do it five actually, but prefer to get seven or more. Oh, and my friends at the farm lent me a 10 pound what do you call it? Weight vest. Um, so I might start incorporating that in. They gave me a 30 pound because when they ordered it, they didn't realize it was 30 pounds. And now they have no use for it. They can't return it, so they gave it to me. I did about 6 miles on a treadmill wearing it and never again. So I mean, down the road, I'll find an application for it, but 30 pounds for me right now. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it would have been perfect. You these overhead presses with the squat, I was using 20 pound weights. Right now, those are the heaviest that I have of the 20 pound dumbbells. Um, then I started going to the gym for my workouts. And then I got surgery on my hand, and now I'm recovered and getting back into it. So, stop. Time to get back into it. Second set, I'm going to go for 12. Well, I'm going to do 12. One more. And another one. So that was 14. felt pretty good. Ah, when all three sets are 16 and I don't feel the muscle soreness, I'll move up to the 15s. I'll probably be stuck there for a while. I got some shoulder exercises I use the 6 pound dumbbells with. And 2 years ago, when I was like really, really going at it, I switched to the 9 pounds because I don't have 7 and 8 pound weights. And that 3 pound jump didn't feel too good. I mean, I was doing it, but it felt like it was too easy to throw the weight and then pull the muscle trying to control the movement. So, and I want like full control of the movement. I don't want there to be like any involuntary throwing of the weight. You know, if you're throwing the weight, if you're using a lot of body English, it's too much weight. And there's no shame in reducing the weight, and doing what you can. I mean, maybe with the worst of the worst people you run into at the gym, but otherwise, no. And nobody who knows what they're talking about will tell you that there's any shame in reducing weight. But I decided I'm going to get I'm sorry, not 6, 7 and 8 pound dumbbells, so I can progress in those shoulder exercises. Uh, then they're all from Athlete X. One of them is taking the weights and going up like this. And I like this exercise a lot because it's forcing more mobility into my shoulders. The range of movement in my shoulders is greatly reduced from what it used to be. I mean, I'm not like a contortionist, but like I could still touch my hands behind my back, but I used to be able to bring them up pretty high. I used to be able to wash my back without much of a problem. Didn't need a brush. Ah. Closing in on the last set. I'm going to do 12, go for 14, 15 maybe. The last set I ended at 12 just because I felt the soreness and I don't like to screw with it too much. All right, here we go. All right, so that was 16. It didn't feel easy, but it didn't feel, like I was destroying myself. Now I'm going to do the floor exercises, shoulder presses, and oh, what do they call them? Shoulder flies. That's what they're called. So I'm just going to aim the camera down. About there. All right. So the shoulder presses are with the 15-pound weights. Get those guys. And the flies are with the 9-pound weights. I used to do the shoulder presses, floor presses with the 20-pound. And I have a feeling I'm going to be going back to that kind of soon. I'm going to bring the camera up just a little bit. Yeah, right about there. I guess the main struggle is not to perform the lifts, but to not fall asleep once I'm reclined. Oh, this is nice. Very cozy. I could sleep on this. In fact, I did. For about 3 weeks when I first came from New York to Kentucky. I slept on a yoga mat. And I felt quite comfortable too. All right, here we go. Actually, I'm going to reverse my watch because when I do the flies, I get nervous about smacking the crystal on the floor. So here we go. All right, cool. All right. So I did 15 instead of 16. Um, 15 instead of 12. These feel pretty good. I'm trying not to use so much force in the concentric that I lift my back off the mat. Um, I have a feeling these floor presses are going to be the first ones I increase the weight on. Um, and these are the 15s. So that'll mean going to the 20s. So I'm going to be very strict on making sure that I can do 3 16 rep sets. And yeah, I don't think I'm there yet, but close enough. Yeah, saying a lot today. Oh shit, forgot to do this. So just going to do like 2.5 minutes. So I got 2 more sets of these, and then I'm going to do the floor flies. And I'll probably have to shut this thing, push it in. I'll just do that now. So I'm off this entire week, or I was off this entire week. I was going to go in tonight, but I'm just going to finish up some stuff here. Tomorrow's a day off from working out and work itself. And I'm really just going to have to start thinking about time management because that's something I always really sucked at. I want to be done with my workout before 11 a.m., 6 days a week. And that way I'm out of the shower before noon. And that way I can leave for work at 2 so I could be there, or at like 2:30 so I can be there by 3. And then I can get a good 7 8 hour day in. The exceptions are going to be, I guess, Thursday and Friday. I still haven't decided what days I'm going to take off. But for the next like 2 or 3 weeks, I have to work 6-day weeks. My expenses are going to skyrocket. I have to pay a $250 deductible for when my car gets repaired. That's not too bad. I just paid a $175 tax for my LLC. That kind of sucked, but it wasn't that bad. But then my phone bill is coming, and like an asshole, I didn't cancel Scentbird, and I'm probably not going to. I know people say it's a scam. It really isn't. And I might make a video about why Scentbird is not a scam. It's not the best deal you can get, but for me, it is. I mean, I want to sample everything. Um, and if you go to like micro perfumes or anything like that, their prices are higher than Scentbird's. So, and Scentbox is just, I don't like their subscription model. It's just goofy as hell. I don't want to have to subscribe to a different tier to get different, tiers of perfume. I would rather just, like, if I decide to get something from like Neiman Marcus one month, I'll pay the extra $10, $20, whatever the fuck it is. But anyway, here we go. Second set. Go for 16. Alrighty. So that was 16 and it felt pretty good. I only lifted myself off the mat once, which is good. I really want to be in full control of the motion. Um, I think maybe in as little as 2 weeks, I'll be going up to the 20s, maybe 3 weeks. Um, when I can do 3 sets of 16 and feel like I could do more with each set. So the last set, I'm going to try. Shit, I did it again. The last set, I'm going to try to, I'm going to go for 16 and see how I feel. Oh, excuse me. When it feels like I can do 20, 3 sets of 20, that's when I'm definitely going to move up to the 20 pound. I think I might want to get like a cushion pad for the dumbbells because they're, what do you call it? They're steel or iron or whatever the fuck. They're metal. And I really don't feel like screwing up my hands. I went through 38 years of carpal tunnel syndrome, or whatever they call it. Doctors keep telling me in New York, it's not carpal tunnel. It's not carpal tunnel. Uh, get down here, they run a test. This is I'm in Kentucky now. They run a test like, oh yeah, the nerve is compressed. The nerve's supposed to be round, the cross section. Mine was flat. Just the oh. New York can make you just hate life. New York can make you just hate New York. Where's my phone? Oh. Wind advisory. Yeah, yeah. I don't feel too bad about taking off tonight. We've had really wicked winds, and my car handles windy days rather nicely. Um, I don't know. Eh, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, come on. The Pixel Watch 4 kind of sucks. It does some neato things, but I wasn't looking for neato. I was looking for effective. One thing I do like is that if I lose my phone, I can ring it on this, because I really don't know anyone down here, and the people I do know, I would have to drive 8 miles to get tell them, hey, could you ring my phone in about 12 to 15 minutes, and then race home to hope that I hear when they're ringing my phone. Now I'm on Google Fi. You're supposed to be able to do it from the Google Fi website, right? I couldn't find where to do it. And when I asked Gemini couldn't find it either. So there you go. It might be changed now. This was about a year ago. Anyway, last set. was 16, felt like I could have done like two, three, maybe four more. So I think we'll be doing that overload soon. So floor flies come next. 9 pound weights. That's the 9 pound feels good for now. I might get 10 pound weights too. So that way the progression from uh, 10 to 12 is only 2 pounds, and I don't have to make a 3 pound jump from 9 to 12. They don't make 13 pound dumbbells, but they do make 14. So I'm going to look into that too. I think I'm just going to end up getting. I'm going to probably get every friggin' dumbbell in the set. Oh boy. The one thing that would suck would be a debilitating injury that prevents me from doing this anymore. That would suck enormously. Ah, but I went through that 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Maybe yeah, it was 2 years ago, maybe three. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was in 23, not 24. Um, I experienced muscle fatigue. I was doing like insane amounts of exercise. In addition to 6 days of strength training, I was also doing 6 days of cardio and 6 days of really intense yoga. Not really intense, but intense enough. And I started getting muscle fatigue in my calves, and it led to nighttime muscle cramps that were incredibly painful. And they would flare up about 5 minutes after I would lie down in my bed to go to sleep. And the pain was excruciating. I would only get like 2 hours, 3 hours sleep at night. This went on for about 6 weeks. All the This was before I had the surgery, so I didn't have painkillers. I was drinking like enormous amounts of tonic water with quinine, uh, gobbling down Tylenols. It sucked. It was one of the worst experiences I ever had, and the whole time there was this horrible, dreadful feeling like that's the end of my fitness travels. The end of my fitness journey ends with nocturnal leg cramps, and my mom suffered with them for the rest of her life. From when she was, I think they started when she was 70. She died when she was 81. So 11 years she endured it. I just want to see if I'm gonna smash into anything like the chair. Try to push this back. Um, I'm gonna move the sofa just a little bit. That should be good. Yeah. All right, here we go. 3 sets of 12. Ah, this is 12. I'm gonna do 14. 16. Why not? Ah, ah, ah. All right. So that felt pretty good. I decided I am getting to 10 pounds because I want to go up. Um, just go up to 12. I don't know. I want to go. Oh, yeah. I am going to do the 10s because I do the reverse curls. I'm going to want to go up with that. I tried doing them 2 years ago. I was using the 9 pounds on them. I tried the 12 pounds and didn't feel wholesome. The standard curls, I was doing that with the 12s, and I think I moved up to the 15s. And a 15-pound curl doesn't sound like much, but when you're practicing very strict form, you're not swinging your hips and stuff. It's good, especially someone my size. So, 12 pounds. Yeah. So I'm gonna get 7, 8, and 10-pound dumbbells, and that's probably gonna cost around $50. The 7 and 8 are like $15 a pair, $16 a pair, and the tens are around 20 or like 18 or so. It's gonna come out to like $50. But I don't have to do that anytime soon. I could wait like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, concentrate on increasing the volume before I increase the weight. Get to where I feel I can easily, very easily do all the sets up to like 16, maybe 20. So that sounds like a good plan. Yesterday I did 13 miles on the treadmill, and I probably could have done the 26 that I was looking to do, but I didn't start until 2 p.m. So I would have been on the treadmill till about 9 o'clock. And I didn't want to be, on the treadmill, late into the evening. Um, so I did the 13. I also couldn't shut my friggin' mouth, so this next Friday, I'm not going to turn on the microphone. I'm going to put the headphones on. Probably put Trogley's guitar show on for a while, and just focus on doing 26 miles. Screwed up thing is, though, I found a washer lying on the floor after I folded up the treadmill yesterday. So if that thing falls apart on me, it's going to be on camera. It's going to be probably funny for some, but heartbreaking for me. Because I really don't have the money to replace it now. Okay, here we go. So that was 16 for the second set. Ah, I don't have to get all the new dumbbells at once. I'll get the 7 pound before I get the 8 pound. But I think I'm going to get the 10 pound before I get the 7 pound. Because these are feeling like I can go up in weight. Like I said, I don't want to make a 3 pound jump. 2 years ago, it felt different. I felt like, 3 pound jump, screw it. I don't need these intermediate uh, weights. But ah, in less than 2 years, I'm going to be 60. And I'm in really good shape. My health markers are all. I had blood work done a few weeks ago, and everything was looking good. I think my doctor is used to um, people having high cholesterol, so he made a joke. He made a cholesterol joke before he was going through my chart, and when he got to the cholesterol, his eyes just kind of like widened, and he was like, "Oh, good for you," and that felt really good. I don't eat like shit. I eat healthy, but my problem is that I will eat healthy but too much. And last night was a perfect example. I gained 2.5 pounds, and it was because I didn't go out and get the cucumbers that I usually eat at night or the bananas. And I know bananas supposed to be a lot more dense in the calories than a cucumber, but they're a lot less dense than 4 slices of Swiss cheese and 2 cans of tuna and a can of sardines and about 6 pieces of bread. And I ate a lot yesterday too, like during the day. In the morning, I had macaroni and cheese with ham, rice and beans with chopped turkey meat. After I got off the treadmill, I had some vegetable soup that I make. That's incredibly high in sodium. I think a 2 cup serving is like over 2,000 milligrams of sodium. But I lose about that much on the treadmill. So, but I'm going to start making low sodium versions of it. I checked with the Gemini AI. I asked it for the nutritional facts after giving it all the ingredients, and I started suggesting low sodium alternatives, and they actually look pretty good. In that regard, I really like AI, but so many people just use it. I don't want to say incorrectly, but ineffectively. Anyway, last set. 16 again. Why not? See if I can go to 20. All right, so it looks like I'm going to be getting those 10 pounders a little sooner than I thought. Ah, but maybe not for like another 2 weeks. Because, let's fix this first. Whew. All right. Yeah, it might be like 2 or 3 weeks. With these floor flies, I want it to be like 3 sets of 20, and I feel like I can go to 24. And I think that's probably about 2 or 3 weeks away. I don't feel like I used to, doing this. Because the feeling that I can progressively overload um, without consequences, it doesn't feel like I'm there. All right, so I need. All right, I need the 6 pounders. I need 12 pounders and 15 pounders. So the 15s go here, and the 12s go here. Oh, I keep thinking of that movie Clerks, where the guy lifts the gallon of milk, but he has a hard time doing it, and the guy is like, "You can't lift 7 pounds? Gallon of milk, 7 pounds. Come on." But now, whenever I look at these weights, I look at them in the context of like, what container of milk does that equal? Ah. But I just picked up 4 and 5 pound weights, and those are for the lat raises I do while doing lunges. And I think I'm going to get two pressure treated 10-foot 4x4s, sink them into the ground, set up an 8-foot what do you call it? Chin up bar, pull up bar. But I'm also thinking of attaching what do you call it? Hooks. Like there should be one over here. This guy here. Um, and using resistance bands because I really did like the resistance band workouts. I like using the pulleys at the gym better, but I don't have money for a pulley system. I think the resistance bands are good enough for me. So that's what I'm going to do. But I don't think I'm going to do that until like May or June. I don't know. I'll figure it out by then. The great thing about it though is that the chin up bar could also double as a what do you call it? It can double as a clothesline. You know, for those things you just don't want to put in the dryer. Ah, and my drink. So I'm thinking by June or July, I'm going to start switching up my workout a bit. I've been doing the same consistent workout now for about 3 weeks. I used to delete my workouts, but some of them started getting likes. So I don't want to delete them. There might be a handful of people like me who are just sick of the drama on with YouTube fitness channels nowadays. I mean, honestly, I don't give two shits about Larry Wheel's personal life. I really don't. Uh, his lifting, yeah, sure, you know, but it's like the same thing with musicians. I don't care about their personal life. I want to hear their music. So anyway, the next exercise is a combination of three shoulder exercises I got from Athlete X. Um, I do 6 reps of each. So the first one, I don't know what they're called, but it goes like this. Okay. Now, they called this a box press, so that's what I'm going to call it. Okay. And the last, I don't know if these are shrugs or rows or what the hell they are, but they go like this. All right. So, 3 minute rest. I was doing 2 minute rests, but I think I need the extra minute. the the squats I started out with The eccentric wasn't as slow as I wanted it to be. So I'll keep that in mind for the next time. The floor flies felt really good, but I don't feel like I was putting enough bend on my elbows. Yeah, so when I set up those posts in the backyard for the chin up bar, I'm gonna have hooks at about, I guess, like 7.5 feet, hooks at shoulder height, and hooks at ankle height, and so that way I'll have three anchor points. Shit, I can even set it up for five anchor points on either side for the resistance bands. So that'd be good. Cardio, I'm doing great. Cardio, I can do. Yesterday, I did 3 hours on the treadmill, and I really did feel like I could do another two, and maybe another five if I wasn't shooting my mouth off. And when I do that charity fundraiser, I'm gonna have to keep my mouth shut the whole time. Otherwise, I'm gonna poop out after like 5 hours. That's what happened Friday before last. I made it to 21 miles, but I was blah 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 the whole freaking time. That's what happens when you have too much to say, but not enough opportunities to say it. So, about 5 seconds. I'm going to start the second set. And how quickly the time goes by. Right, here we go. Oh. Alrighty. I used to do them as three separate exercises, but they all work the shoulders, so I combine them into one set. But that used to be like really time consuming. I remember one time my upper body workout was like over 2 hours, and it didn't poop me out. I felt, great after doing it. It's just time constraints. It would be great, shit, if we lived in a society where if you decide to put like maybe 6 to 10 hours into fitness every day, that was your job. you know, you get a standard rate of pay, and then like for like say for extra work or for better results, or if you have an audience that you're engaged with, you get like little bonuses to your pay. That would be awesome. This would be my job. Out of all the things I do, I love music. I love writing music, but I don't do it every day. This I do every day. Um, I love working on my computer games. I don't do it every day. This every day. I enjoy doing the Walmart deliveries. I really enjoy it. It's a kind of a fun job, but I mean, the pay sucks. But sometimes you gotta twist my arm to get me out the door. This, no twisting required. This this means a lot more to me than anything else I've ever done. So, but I don't think YouTube fitness is going to be my career, and I shouldn't make any attempt to bank on that. It would be funny if, like, if I got a Gymshark sponsorship. That would be funny as hell. You know, but I think the worst thing Gymshark could do is to get an old guy, because they cater to like 20 somethings, and the last thing 20 somethings want to see is a 50-year-old dressing like them. Or worse, not one, but hundreds, thousands. It's like that episode of South Park, Chinpokomon. How do you get kids to give something up? Show them adults doing it. I guarantee you, uh, kids are going to stop with the 6, 7, and the. I think they already stopped with the skibbity thing because of all the adults saying that shit. But to be clear, I don't do that. All right, here we go. Two more. Gonna go for 8. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay, 8 is the limit there. It's a hard one because it's very easy to overextend the shoulder. I'm gonna go for 8 of these too. Oof. Okay. And all right. 3 minute rest. Eight really does feel like a hard limit for that first exercise. And I can't see myself in the mirror. There's a mirror across the room from me. And that's why I shift over here because when I'm doing these, when I used to uh, watch the videos back 2 years ago, I noticed my left arm didn't go as high as my right. And I want to change that by keeping an eye on it. I don't need the 15s anymore. I don't need the 12s anymore either, so put them away. All I need now are the 6s and the 9s. Oh. Oh, by the way, let me tell you about my supplement line. So there's 3 exercises left. One of them, I guess it's like a shoulder raise. I forgot what Jeff Cavalier called them. I got pretty much all of these exercises from him, except for the basics, the floor press and the squat, floor flies, you know. But I call them cross shoulder raises because my arms cross in front of my body, and it's basically a raise, you know, from across the body. So yeah, it makes sense. These I use the 6 pound weights for. I tried it with the nines. I remember. I think I ended up doing it with the nines. But this is another one that I'm gonna. Those 7 and 8 pound weights are gonna be very instrumental in improving because I'm gonna creep my way up to 9 pounds or 10 pounds. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get to like doing it with 20 pound weights because honestly, I don't need to be that strong. They talk. There used to be like about 2 years ago a lot of talk about functional fitness. Anything that makes you stronger, is functional. You know. Now, if your job is lifting 50-pound sacks of animal feed, then you can practice with a medicine ball, but your curls and your squats and your bench press and your deadlift are all going to be instrumental in performing those movements. So, anyway, here we go. And one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2. Ah. So instead of doing 12, I did 16. I feel it, but it's not bad. So the next one I'm going to try for 16 again. This is why I'm taking the 3 minute rests as opposed to like a 2 minute rest. And I hear, like I've been watching old episodes of Shredded Sports Science, and one of the things he suggests for overload is shortening your restorations. But I really do want to give my shoulders. I mean, if I'm working on my shoulders, I really want to give them time to recover. Actually, any part of my body. And in other episodes, he spoke about how longer rest periods might lead to greater hypertrophy. But like I'm not going for mass, but I do want some mass, more than I have. But I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder. I do want some good definition, you know. But the mass I'm not too worried about. If a muscle this size can do the same work as a muscle this size, then I'm satisfied with this size. Um, when it comes to my own personal strength, I want to be able to go to my friend's farm and lift up a 50-pound sack of feed that the chicken shit all over and hold it away from me so I don't get chicken shit all over me. That to me is functional fitness. That goes beyond function. And it's interesting. Today I didn't really go off topic. I'm talking about fitness and weightlifting. I guess I really just shoot my mouth off on the treadmill because there's really nothing else to do. Monday and Wednesday I'll get plenty of that. Monday and Wednesday just 90-minute workouts. Friday is going to be 6.5 hours. Oof, there you go. All right, second set. I'm going to try to go for 32 again, but anything more than 24, I've done what I've set out to do. Start off in a dramatic pose. And one, two, three, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. Oh. Oh. All right. So that's two 16s. I don't feel like I can go to 20. I don't think I can go to 40, counting each one individually, which would be 20 reps. I don't think I can do that. But when the 16s feel good, going to 32, um, I think 20 reps, when I can do 20 reps easily without much in the way of soreness, is when I'm going to increase the weight. Because there's a word combination that James Linker used several times, which is junk volume, the point of diminishing returns. And the last thing I want to do is any kind of junk. I don't want to do junk lifts. I don't want to do junk volume. I don't want to junk form or whatever. And I see this all the time on OE Fitness, on Shredded Sports Science, the fitness channels that are now T channels that I don't watch anymore. But they would show these guys with 100-pound dumbbells, and they're going, they're not even curling it. I mean, turning it. When they go into the curl. In fact, they're not even curling it. They're just like doing this hip thrust and bending their arm with the momentum. I mean, yeah, it's more than I can do at 100-pound weight. 100-pound weight, I can roll it around. Um, but the thing is, though, is that they're not curls, you know, or you can call them hump curls. James Linker called them cheat curls. And all right, at the end of your set, like say you're going for like 16 curls, and at 14 or 15, you got like 25, 30-pound dumbbells, and at like the last couple of reps, you throw your hips into it. That's fine. But if that's your entire set, you're not really doing much. I had a friend, he saw me buy 20-pound dumbbells, and so he had to get 35-pound dumbbells. And I struggled to do, I guess, like 8 to 10 decent reps with the 20s. And then he would show me like how he would do the 35s, and it was exactly that. Swing that thing, you know. He wasn't doing anything anyway. Oh, and my curls didn't become effective until I got lighter dumbbells. Instead, what I would do is I would do a set of like maybe 6 to 8 decent curls, but then I wouldn't pick them up for a week. You know. Anyway, here we go. Last set. I'm gonna go for 32. I'll be happy with 24. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. Wow. I don't recognize the number. That's why I didn't answer. It's probably Humana. Looking for more marketing data to sell. Your privacy is our greatest concern. That's why we sell your shit to Microsoft. I don't know if they do that, but I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past any of them. All right. Now I'm going to shoot my mouth off. I think there should be an excise tax on data brokers. I think it should be a high one too, like 50%. Um, I think we should tax the living shit out of them. They increase the expenditure that citizens have to bear uh, with Delete Me or any of these other services that get your name off of these telemarketer or spam mail, and that's a lot of times that's like $20 a month. That's your Netflix. That's your DAW if you're into recording. That's your MMORPG. What do you call it? Subscription. That's food on your fucking table. That's money towards your rent. And now you have to spend it so you're not getting spam calls or worse, scam calls. The scammers are getting your information from the same sources as advertisers. Um, so yeah, hit them hard. But no one's going to do it. The left ain't going to do it. The right ain't going to do it. Trump ain't going to do it for the same reason Biden didn't do it, and that's because those people provide funds for their campaigns, and it sickens me. You know, they're all a bunch of fucking crooks. Anyway, there you go. I shot my mouth off today. Oh, and the other thing, I think cardio equipment, say up to $2,000, $2,400, something like that, should be tax deductible. Also, dietary supplements. This shit here, um, I take one a night, but that's only giving me 60 milligrams of what do you call it? Elemental magnesium. You need about an adult male needs about 400. And the shit gets expensive. And it says, oh, 120 capsules, but the dosage size is like four of them. So what does it last you? It lasts you 30 days. So there's another $20 every 30 days. Um, what else? What else? Actually, I'm taking magnesium glycinate. When you look at the price of magnesium threonate, which is the one that is proven to cross the blood-brain barrier, um, that's like $25 for 60 capsules. Or no, actually, I think it's 90 or something like that. But you have to take three of them, so that's a month. Every month, people have to spend another expenditure, another $25 a month. For what do you call it? For supplements and proven supplements, and that's why when I look at I almost said Robert Downey Jr. RFK Jr. He talks about making America healthy, but it's not expensive, but it is. If you're not getting your magnesium through your nutrition, you're going to have to supplement. Why isn't that tax deductible, or at least a portion of it tax deductible? It's sickening. You know, that's why I can't get behind Democrats or Republicans. They both suck so bad. Anyway, I chopped my mouth off. I got my fix. Reverse curls, 9 pounds. Gonna go for 12. Might go for 16. We'll see. This is 13. 14. I think I'm gonna stop at 15. Yeah. Okay. So where did I start? Like 11? No, I didn't start at 11. I started like 11:30. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I started like 11:30. All right, good. Because it's almost 1 o'clock, and I know this workout isn't 2 hours. It's like an hour and I think it comes out to like an hour and 45 minutes. If I shorten the rest to 2 minutes, it would be let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. It would be 24 minutes less. Um, I'd rather do the 3 minute rest if it means less chance of injury. Ah, so yeah. I think this next set. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it feels. But I know I can do 12. I'd like to do 16. These reverse curls are probably the one exercise that I don't like doing, but I think the benefit outweighs you know, the time that I spend doing an exercise I don't like doing. Let's take a look at something. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to record some music today, or not so much record but compose. I got this plugin for my DAW called Tonalic, and I haven't done anything with it, and I've had it for like a month and a half now. So I gotta start sticking my nose to the grindstone. Thing is, though, after this, I'm gonna have something to eat. Like, I know there's no anabolic window or anything like that, but I like to eat after I work out. You know, something high in protein. Got some pork chops. Those are good. Anyway, second set. Oh. Ah. All right, got to 16. Yay. So after this last set comes standard curls, and I think I'm gonna cook some pork. I'll have a little bit of the vegetable soup with the pork. Ah, the vegetable soup is really good. I have to start looking into lower sodium options though. According to Gemini, I probably am just replacing what I sweat out when I do cardio. But the great thing is that my blood pressure is in the desired range, but it's on the low end. So the only thing I have to worry about is my kidneys. Nice sunny day out. I should mow the lawn today. I think that's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to grab something to eat, watch a video or two while eating. Um, I think I'm going to mow the lawn, and then I'm going to take a shower, do some shopping, and get a bottle of wine for tonight, which is going to be fun. The thing is, though, tonight I want to be asleep by 2 a.m. I didn't even get into bed until like 2:30 last night. I spent a lot of time screwing around. I have to stop that. Last set of reverse curls. Oh. Oh. Two more. Wow. Oh. Oh wait, I still need these. All right. So I have 3 sets of 16. That's very encouraging. I probably could have done that last time, but I didn't. Um, but now I am. I'm going to do 16 with the standard curls too, and if it feels good. Standard curls, I feel like I can make a 3 pound jump from 9 to 12. The tens are for the reverse curls. I think the next weights I'm getting are the 7 pounds, and that'll be for the cross shoulder raise, whatever the hell they are. I'm not going to be using them for the for this shoulder exercise, not yet. But I was very happy I was able to do 8 of them. When I can do 8 of them comfortably and feel like I can maybe do more, I'll move up to the 7 pounds and then 8 pounds and then 9 pounds, and we'll see how far that goes. Um, depending, I the last time I did this, I did it for like a year and a half, streaming. And if I do it for a year and a half again, in a year and a half, you're not going to see me doing it with like 15-pound weights. That's just not going to happen. If it does, though, surprise, surprise. Come on, why do you do this? If my hair touches the stopwatch, it'll stop. The stopwatch finds every excuse it can to stop. I know it's called a stopwatch, but it's not supposed to stop until I tell it to. Oh. Ah, my niece is here. She's talking with my mom at the front door, and the dog's going nuts. Last night she went out with a friend, and it was like the second time the dog was left alone at night, with just me here. Oh God, he was whimpering the whole time. But he's getting better. When she leaves for work, he used to flip out, and now he just like whimpers a little bit and comes in to see me. We'll play around on the bed for a little while before I fold it up, and then he's fine. But when she comes home, he just like bah, 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 bah. It's funny as hell. But for her, it's getting annoying. All right. 12. Gonna aim for 16, maybe. We'll see. Ah. 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 Oh, okay. 16. I don't feel like I could do 20. I feel like I could do 16, maybe 17 or 18, maybe 19. I don't think I can do 20. At least without doing some damage because my right shoulder uh, is starting to remind me that there were past injuries, bursitis and capsulitis. Um, Nothing too serious. They sucked when I had them. The encapsulitis came from when I was trying to learn coding, and I built a shelf for my arm to rest on. You know, the windows were here. I had my desk, homemade desk, made out of 2x4s, and a big sheet of melamine, um, and had this little shelf I could rest my arm on, and that messed up my shoulder really bad. What am I looking at here? Oh, oh, okay. Oh, I keep the stream up on one screen so I can just see if it dies or anything. And on this screen, I have the OBS, and I had them confused. I got notifications on YouTube. That's probably just subscriptions and stuff. But I was getting them confused. Oh, all right. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna make a pot of coffee. I think. I think I'm out of coffee though. No, here it is. It was hiding on me. How much is that? So make a pot of coffee. That'll charge me up. I got to get caffeine pills. I got to put that on the list. Oh shit! All right. Oh shit! Where's my pen? Here it is. Caffeine pills. The caffeine pills are a lot more convenient than having to make a pot of coffee, waiting for it to brew, and then drinking it. It just I could take two caffeine pills. You know. Ooh, excuse me. The caffeine pills aren't going to aren't going to make me have to take a leak. Anyway, second set. All right. So 16 for the second set. All right. So yeah, this is almost a 2 hour. This is going to be a 2 hour workout. I didn't know that. Um. Huh. Oh. I'm looking at when I want to do that fundraiser. I want it to be in April. I guess like maybe the second or third. No, let me see who the hell this caller was. Yeah, I don't know. The call I got before, I have a feeling it's Humana. They love. Uh, would you like to take this little survey? Would you like to take this little survey? Would you like to tell us how your recent doctor visit went? Would you you like to tell us uh, how your prescriptions are? Have you fallen down recently? Do you have trouble breathing? They never ask about hemorrhoids or erectile dysfunction. It's like, if you're gonna call me up and bug the shit out of me, at least make it entertaining. Fuckwits. Honestly, out of all of them, Humana is probably the best. I know people on United Healthcare, and they say it's the absolute worst of the worst. I don't doubt it. Humana's all right, but it's still an HMO. And in general, they tend to suck. All right, last set. Do 16 again. I think I'm going to be getting those tens faster than I thought. Well, maybe not. No, 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 because I can go from 9 to 12 with standard curl. So we'll see. Ah, 16. Ah, all right. So let me see. Am I clipping? No. I'm gonna say goodbye. Many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back Monday with cardio workout, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness.